Will Donald Trump's tariff policy affect the U.S. motorcycle market and impact you directly? As we all know, President Trump instituted sweeping tariffs on imports from Europe and Asia. Although he shortly thereafter issued a 90-day moratorium, automotive vehicles and parts were exempted from this pause. And U.S. Customs places motorcycles under the automotive import umbrella. So tariffs remained in full effect for European and Asian motorcycle manufacturers. So what does this mean for you and the sport we love? At first, not much. Motorcycle dealers and distributors in the United States currently have an ample supply of bikes and parts. Prices on this inventory will not change, as they've already been imported to the U.S. This supply will support most of the 2025 riding season. In addition, motorcycle manufacturers have committed to holding prices steady on all 2025 product and 2026 vehicles already in the pipeline. In other words, they're going to cover any financial hit that may occur this year. But manufacturers immediately paused production and importation when the tariffs were announced. Their strategy was to hold and wait to see what the final number was going to be after the various nations negotiated. This uncertainty made it impossible for OEMs to set retail pricing, as they didn't know what their final distributed costs were. But now the motorcycle manufacturers are up against a wall. They can't wait anymore or risk losing the entire 2026 model year. So they're restarting production and estimating the final tariff figure to set final retail prices. The net result will be, a portion of the increased cost will be absorbed by the manufacturer, a portion will be absorbed by the retail dealer, and a portion will be passed along to the customer. This means higher prices for 2026 and 2027 motorcycles. This will vary depending on where the bike is manufactured. For example, Germany expects a 12.5% tariff impact to their current production schedule. But India, Japan, and Thailand are hoping to have a lower tariff threshold after negotiations. Although companies with U.S. factories such as Honda, Kawasaki, and Harley-Davidson would appear to benefit, many of their components are imported from outside the U.S., putting pressure on these companies to source more parts from U.S.-based suppliers. The big problem is mainland China. China's escalating trade war with the Trump administration has halted importation of components, hard parts, accessories, apparel, batteries, electrical systems, plastics, carbon fiber, and more. The net result is imminent shortages throughout the industry as brands scramble to source from other countries. So motorcycle dealers can expect shortages in everything they sell. Thanks to inventory on hand, bike shortages won't come until the end of 25, but parts and accessories shortfalls will start hitting the consumer much sooner. This will be combined with price increases as suppliers invest in sourcing from other countries. What does this mean for you? If you're thinking about buying a motorcycle, you need to move. Manufacturers are already seeing shortages in specific models, and this will accelerate throughout 2025. And when the new bikes arrive, they will be significantly more expensive. How much depends on each unique trade deal, but expect a baseline of 10% across the board at minimum. Bottom line? Now really is the perfect time to buy a bike. There are still generous incentives and low APR financing, and plenty of great deals to be found. If you have a unique machine in mind, get a deposit locked in now. Then the brand you choose is forced to guarantee the price posted, regardless of tariff. Visit our website to view current inventory and call us to find out which future production bikes have pre-tariff pricing already confirmed. Regardless, it's a great time to be a motorcycle lover. So relax and enjoy the ride.